Side Buck, thanks for that follow. As we hit up Season 10 action for the Cabal Vision Champions Cup playoffs, where we continue quarterfinals action, where we just saw a dance taking out the undead team of Sepulchral Guards of Nav. We'll be moving on to semifinals. 100 euros guaranteed for third and fourth place, 250 euros for second, and 500 euros for first place, guys. Yeah, getting paid to play Blood Bowl. Necromantic team taking on the Halfling team now, as we are going to be having more coverage. Next up, don't you guys go away, we're going to have Orcs versus Kislevs, but for now, Halflings taking on this Necromantic team, where assuredly the Necromantic team should be able to take this win. I think everybody and their grandma has picked Alexhung with this Necromantic team to take the big win here against the Halfling team. So we'll see. Let's go ahead and jump into that game there. And start up this replay, guys. Wayne Ferris says, Halflings for finals, please. I don't know about that. I don't think so, buddy. But this is why we play the game. So, of course, in my preliminary prediction, yes, I did say Necromantic team, Alexhung. One of the high, actually, when you check out the stats in the Champions Cup 10, he did have a high win percentage going into this match over a lot of the other coaches. So Alexhung to the Death Gen 2, the Necromantic team, taking on this Halfling team, this poor Halfling team, coached by Larkstar, Ménage. But Halflings, you think they are weaponless, but no, they are not weaponless. You're gonna see Deeproot Strongbranch, you're gonna see Sarah, my girl, Slayer, Zera the Undead Slayer. And I can't help calling her that, but here in this Bowl2, she's called Zera the Slayer, but in Chaos Edition she was Zera the Undead Slayer. And the Halfling Chef just steals one team roll off the Necromantic team. Not the best for this Halfling team, where they only have one reroll so that they can have a very low amount. He's gonna also have a couple of Bloodwiser babes and also the Wizard to boot. So pretty nice. Halfling team is appearing like they're gonna receive, and yes they are. So let's go ahead, pause it up while we take a look at both these side skills, and we are going to continue to see Security Gate, one of the more popular choices here on this Cabal Vision Champions Cup ladder tour. And for good reason, because you don't want to lose the game due to getting a riot and then they get an extra turn and then suddenly you lose the game. Nor do you want a pitch invasion, because having a bunch of your guys going out, well, that's not always going to be pleasant. And also there was a bug in the beginning where when you got stunned before the kickoff, then they stayed out for 2 rounds. But that has since been fixed by Cyanide, so that's really good. But still, I mean, nobody wants to see you lose the game by a riot. Let's go ahead and take a look at this Necromantic team. +1 agility with that leader, sidestep, and also the blodge ability. Because of that leader, we'll be able to put back yet another reroll here. So start off with 3. Halfling stole 1, but with the leader, we'll be able to get back his reroll. So that's going to be great. Necromantic team, it does have the whites. I guess both of them suffering loads of injuries. And this is going to be level 1 and then level 2 here with the tackle. And then the werewolves. The thing about this Necromantic team that makes this just a playable team here. Mighty Blow, sidestep with that claw and the bludge. And then another reason why the Necromantic team is also going to be playable. This Flesh Golems right there. Going to be picking up the block. Going to be picking up the guard as well. And then more block, more guard. Definitely going to be the 2 chosen skills for them. Very nice. And zombies with that block and the guard ability. So as I said in the previous matches for the Necromantic team, whenever they play against other bashy teams, not necessarily up to the task, because they want to bash, but they don't necessarily have that strength up front. So you end up taking guard for you guys, for your Flesh Golem. They can still take block for themselves. Still has access to the general skills, but after getting the block and the guard, then they're a little bit more in position to make more plays, and can actually do it with greater ease with getting these Flesh Golems on the front line, stand firm, makes it to where they aren't going to get bashed down, and hopefully getting blocked soon so that they can stay up a lot more often than not and stand up to any of the madness that may be. And then werewolves taking up the majority of the blitzes with the claw to take down some of those guys and then get those hits off. And then after that, should be able to get a whole bunch of skills here on the werewolves. End up And these guys usually end up taking a lot more of the injuries, SPP, and then these ghouls gonna take away the touchdown SPP for those guys. So Necromantic team though, once they do get those skills, watch out. But still, this is still a little bit dangerous, despite zombies not having too much on them. Does have blocking guard for that one though, so watch out for that. And that's kind of also the reason why Necromantic team whites also take guard as well. So if you guys see Necromantic team and whites get those guards, that is the reason why, because they need to have the strength up front so they can stand up against like lizard team, orc teams, stuff like that. Halfling teams though, with Zera the Slayer, she's gonna have that nice undead slab. Look at that. And this is the reason why she's so dangerous. Gonna get the +1 to her stabs right there. Since it's paused up, the skill doesn't show up, but let's see here. There we go. Yes, there we go. Adds 1 to the armor value roll on the stab against anybody playing the Khemri, Necromantic team, or the undead, or the vampire teams. So watch out for that. Zera could be a real danger for today's match, and that's why she's the undead slayer. But I guess couldn't put undead in the title, so went with Zera the Slayer. But still, deep root, 3 trees for the Halfling team, and I almost picked this Halfling team to win because man, they've been playing some inspired Blood Bowl. But now in the last bit, the +1 in agility Halfling is gone, and so won't actually have this huge 1-turn touchdown threat. He does still have the +1 movement out with the sure feet Halfling right there, and that's nice, but that's about it. Does have a whole bunch more Halflings with the sidestep, but will it be enough to actually do anything neat with the ball? I don't know. So Halflings though is going to opt to get the reception and hopefully be able to do some stuff with it. We'll be able to have zombies in the sideline here. As I said, whenever the Necromantic team levels up, they think about taking guard. So there you go. Zombie here with guard, 30 player here, and then a dodge ghoul, level 1. And then sidestep here. 4 more Halflings to come in for this Halfling team. Corn Knight says, I think the +1 to the undead is bugged. Oh, is it? Well, I guess we're about to see. I mean, if anything, Larkstar has shown that he is not afraid to use that stab whenever opportune. So we'll see how that's going to work out. Oh, big rock is going to get thrown to the head of the big star player. Actually, no, Deep Root is on the right side. Normally you see him in the center, but it looks like Deep Root's going to be lined up on the right side. So it's just going to be the tree in the middle, and that's going to be kind of bad. But thankfully the ball is going to be booted way in the backfield. And Halfling's going to have to try to get that ball pickup and hopefully not flub the ball. This will force the reroll because he can't afford to leave the ball out of bounds, and then the ball gets thrown all the way, you know, it gets thrown here to the side and gets thrown back over here and then gets thrown over here. That could happen, guys. I've seen it in person standing over the board, so watch out for that. Zera will get the 2-die block or 2-die blitz and then get the nice defender stumbles. Won't be using the stab right there, so we won't know if the +1 is bugged yet or not. Here comes the fail pickup, and of course this will force the reroll here. And oh, he's gonna fail the reroll. Oh, thankfully though, Flubs is just to the left. Oh man. Oh, that is bad. 3 in 8 chance of it going way out of bounds, my friends. But still, that could have been disastrous for this Halfling team. But nonetheless, going to be breathing a momentary sigh of relief as we continue on. There you go. The blitzes are going to be done by the werewolf, as I said in the beginning. And he will go and blitz down Zera. That's the dangerous piece right there. So why not get the hit off? Does have that +1 of strength werewolf. So just needs one little assist, and he does get it. Will get a 2-die blitz, but no injuries on Zera. Going to hold up strong even against the claw and the mighty blow. So thankfully, Necromantic team looking good, and as he should, because these Halfling teams aren't going to really pose too much of a danger, I think. Necromantic team, werewolves should be able to cut down these halflings. These, you know, Zera getting blitzed down by the werewolf, and then even these treants, they're gonna be susceptible to that claw as well. So watch out for them. Werewolves are gonna get in the backfield, gonna try to make things a little bit more troublesome, and again, gonna have to continue to stay forcing that reroll on this ball pickup, and it's gonna be even more dangerous here. So here comes the jump up, here comes the stab, and gonna fail the stab here, and just a 6 there, so we're not gonna know if the +1 is messed up until we see her just barely missing on the armor value break. Halflings are going to be like box lunches, like bento boxes, scum, is that it? But the halflings will get the ball pick up and just skirt danger along to the side as he gets it up, and we'll be able to make his werewolves there a little bit boxed up here. Doesn't want to base them up too hard, but with the failed stabs there is going to get based up here, and actually going to put a bit of a frenzy trap back here. But with the +1 strength, is it really? And trying to get the halfling over there, probably wanted to make more of a frenzy trap here, and we'll try to make it a little bit more difficult so that Zera will not get hit. But +1 in strength there, should be okay to do this blitz here. Two die block coming up for this werewolf on Zera. I don't. If I was the Necromantic team, I would still continue to get those blocks here on him. But it looks like it's gonna be blitz. Take out that halfling. No frenzy traps here, my friends. So they're gonna be easy 2-die blocks coming up, I think. Actually, Zera's got +1 strength too, so he needs to get the guard in there, and that's what I'm talking about, guys. Necromantic team wants to get these bashes off, but can he really, right? We'll be able to open things up and get the guard flesh golem in there, and now he will get the 2-die block in there, and we'll get the defender stumbles, and we'll be able to get the hit, and Zera still continues to stay up, and we'll be able to survive the hit. So man, oh man, yeah, he had a +1 in agility, a +1 movement allowance fling. 100 team value of weak and slow wood elf. Yeah, but don't forget that is a really big time threat of a 1-move touchdown for the halflings, right? I mean, don't forget about that. So that's one halfling. I mean, I think that's the goal for any stunty team. You get a snotling, or should I say a noblar with +1 agility, or you know, you get the halfling, somebody with the +1 agility. I mean, it's just so good. I mean, you need to get those guys, and then suddenly they are a tremendous threat. Fortunately, though, last bit though, gonna get that root here on the tree. That's going to be too bad, but at least he's going to be taking up the sensor. But the Necromantic team has already circumvented all of that madness and should be able to make his way along the right side. Deep Root Strong Branch actually getting posted up on the right side. Kind of a bit of an indicator for this Necromantic team that halflings might actually try to go right because of it. Because Deep Root Strong Branch is going to be posted up here and might be able to get a nice little paving of the way for his guys. But we'll see. Does have that grab tree man there that got hit in the beginning. He's back up, so we may end up seeing a throw teammate pretty soon here. Halflings are in a little bit of a trouble. Necromantic team is not going to be underplaying this halfling team whatsoever. Not going to do what the Norse team did and just kind of went for too many entries. Necromantic team is absolutely playing for the ball, and it looks like he's going to take the risk, get the dodges through, and get through. Gonna possibly get the handoff. What in the world I'm seeing there? We'll be able to get the handoff off, and the halfling team, he is gonna absolutely outmaneuver the entire Necromantic team, playing the ball, overplaying the ball. Oh man, and will get the GFIs to get himself just out of danger. The white, I think, is still in range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he's just in range, guys. So white might be able to catch up and get the blitz off, But will he be able to? Needs to get some supports here for his guy. Oh man, what a turn of events. Just when you think the Halflings are going to get boxed in, he just makes all the 3+ dodges. Don't forget he's got stunty, so it's all just 3+ dodges. And we'll be able to get more 3+ dodges, yes! And oh, he's going to fail it right there. Oh man, I cannot believe it. And finally, Halflings are going to get nuffled at the end, basically. Move just about everyone out of danger even. But not this one here, so... Werewolves! We're gonna definitely see a blitz here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, we're gonna see this blitz here. By this white, I don't see it going any other way. I don't see it going any other way, because if he allows us Halfling to score, then mud on his face. But we'll see though. Yes, don't underestimate Larkstar's ability to find the tasty plays for the Halfling teams this core night. So here comes the blitz. He will get the blitz off. GFI is going to fail there, and with the reroll being used earlier, won't be able to get the blitz off, and the Halfling team is going to pull some skullduggery diggery. That's not even a word. And even if I did use it correctly, that is not the right word. But still, it's gonna get the touchdown at the middle of the first half. But is it really so bad for the Necromantic team? Not really, but Halflings on the scoreboard, I think. Yes, he's gonna get this GFI and will be able to walk in for the touchdown. Larkstars, the Ménage tree, gonna make this one interesting, I'll tell you that much. And we'll be able to serve himself some dinner after that. But man, 1-0. The Halfling team pulls out some real plays there, and it's gonna slip away. I didn't even see that one. Halflings gonna go up 1-0, but that's not too bad. Necromantic team will have the end of the first half, and then he's gonna have the ball back in the second half. So, you know, despite the Halfling team just managing to score there, yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Necromantic team just got some mud on his face, but easily wiped off with a rag, and gonna move into the end of the first half. Don't forget the wizard here for this Halfling team. 2 Bloodwiser babes as well, but man, no injuries on this Halfling team whatsoever. I mean, this is going pretty well, and all those dodges, and I don't even know how long Larkstar must have thought about that play, but man, that must have been, I think he had to do it pretty much instantaneously. He saw it probably opening it up, and then he was like, oh, I hope the Necromantic team doesn't see what I'm about to do, and didn't see it. But man, he dodged through, even dodged through the tackle arms of the werewolf as well. So got really lucky on those 3+ dodges that this werewolf just could not catch up to him. Yeah, 4 turns, 4 team with 2 movement allowance, 8 players to score it. Yeah, it's definitely happy times for this Necromantic team. I mean, hell, he could just take his time, really. Put up this guy, it doesn't even matter what formation, he could just make a smiley face for the formation and still make the touchdown, I think. But we'll see though. Here comes the Halflings kick, and right, it's going to be X'd away. Both teams would have gained a turn there. Not that the Necromantic team would have benefited, but still, it would have been nice. With the hit right there. No injuries as of yet. I'll tell you what. I would have thought there had been a little bit more injuries, especially against the armor value 6 of this Halfling team. It's almost like every one of your guys has a built-in mighty blow. But so far, so good. Here comes the blitz here. Does have tackle. 3-die block. Or blitz, and then we'll get the defender down die. Finally, armor value break it. There you go. And I did not jinx it this time around. Does get the does get the arm value break and does get the injury on level 1. Welcome Potato. Gonna go down. Just gonna be a normal injury, but that's okay. Halfling team gonna have to play some good defense. Trees are standing back, actually putting the halflings in the front line. So that's how much he loves these trees to stay up in the front bit. Puts halflings in the front line, and all of them survives damage. So kudos to those guys in the front line. Unfortunately, the guy got blitzed. He was like, "What? I wasn't the guy in the front line." Halflings borrowed some dwarf armor. Yeah, I know. Well, with that blitz though from the werewolf, not gonna get much more out of it. Trees, as we've seen in the past, these trees not afraid to make these blitzes and get these 3-die blocks in and try to stop or up the other team. Will get the hit in, and actually is gonna hit him into the other side and gonna isolate him as well. So I kind of like I like this because he's pushing him away. A lot of people would push him into this other side, but this zombie, he's not really a ball carrying threat, or not a big one at least. And ooh, look at that halfling. He's gonna get something here. Defender stumbles and will be able to get the injury on the zombie. Thankfully regeneration, but still halfling's gonna get on the board with their own little injury. So look at that, gonna square up the numbers as well. But as I said here, the trees get the blitzes here, gonna move him away. And normally you'd see him move to block him towards them, but here he's gonna block him away and actually take him a little bit out of this offensive puzzle there. So instead of being able to kind of help out in the front line, he's a little bit out of position, and because of that, the Necromantic team is like, okay, well, I see the tree in front of me. I'm just gonna go around the right side now. So there you go. Ghouls and the werewolf make a dangerous, speedy combination for the ball. Yeah, you definitely can't put trees in the front line with 2 claw mighty blow wolves, and that's definitely another good reason why you don't do it. After the last match, it's so strange to see the regen actually work. Well, as I said, the undead tea, the regeneration worked at first for the mummy, but then after that, regen didn't work whatsoever. And so, and there's a nice defender down by a tree, just getting the injury, and there you go. You think the zombie's gonna hold up the left side, but he ain't holding up Bo Diddley. And their regeneration's gonna fail, but it's only 50%. And anyway, it's just a level 1, so not a big deal for the Necromantic team. Does have a couple more extra guys to come in, so that's gonna be okay, but will mean that he's down in numbers now on this offensive side of things. And here comes the stab, and there's the big injury. Look at that big hit with the stab and the death injury, and he does not have regeneration on those ghouls. That's the dangerous thing about having a ghoul, because they don't have that regeneration. And wow, what a big one here. Zera coming through. Oh man, that's my friend. That's why Zera's my girl. Halflings. Oh yes indeed, gonna take out that ghoul. Not the main ball carrier, but this right here means that this ghoul is gonna have to take up the mantle, and with the wizard in hand for this halfling team, could see him get zapped, and he might actually get down for the injury, because the wizards with their fireball and even their lightning bolt spells does have the built-in mighty blow, and so that's the danger. Oh, trying to get the hand up, but the werewolf is gonna flub it, and uh-oh, halflings. Man, yeah, Zera after that stab was actually basing up, man. But boy, I think that was kind of a celebratory kind of like, yeah, I don't care, I'm gonna just base him up because I got the death injury on that ghoul. But oh, here comes another injury, and regeneration is not gonna save that one. So Flesh Golem goes down, and Necromantic team is faltering. What's going on here? And we might actually see this Werewolf gets served? I just don't understand. I just don't understand. Oh my gosh. Oh, thanks a lot for that. Oh man, thanks a lot for that follow there. Really appreciate that, my friend. Really appreciate that. I missed your name, but I'll catch you a little bit later on because I'm just so into this game right now. And well, actually the blitz was used over here, so no surf at all. But still, the Necromantic team is getting pushed back by Halflings. I don't believe it, but Necromantic team is getting pushed back by Halflings, and so defender stumbles, and now seeing how dangerous Zera is, finally going to get the KO on her, and that, my friends, is exactly what the Necromantic team needs to help out. But man, no more canoring threat. Here's the pass, and yes, there's going to be no more scoring threat either, but Necromantic team got pushed up and stood up by this Halfling team on the end of this first half, where they probably should have scored it, but with a whole bunch of injuries, Necromantic team being a little bit stunned by it, and now wanting to go up a little bit further. But look at this, Halflings, death injury on the Ghoul, and then another big injury on the Flesh Golem. Zera's coming back. Didn't want to see her back on the pitch, but with two Bloodwiser babes, this is going to be a 1 on that, and oh, there we go. Second half Master Chef roles has just been masterful for Larkstar. Going to take 2 of the team rerolls, but I believe the leader is still in there, so still going to continue to have 2 rerolls for Alexhung's Necromantic team. But man, I believe damage almost going to be done, but still Necromantic team did have a whole bunch of bench to come in. I think 3 guys, so he's still gonna have his full complement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So he's gonna still have his full complement, and the Halflings still also with a full complement as well, and gonna continue to sit out the +1 movement allowance guy as well. But with Wizard in hand, Halflings now. Wow, high kick though. That's gonna be great. 4 turns, totally not enough for the Necromantic team to score. I know, Wayne Fair, what's up with that? Well, that's okay. With a whole bunch of injuries back to back to back like that, it was just so stunning. I think the Necromantic team was like, what's going on? And then just could not advance the ball, didn't want to potato it because didn't want to allow this Halfling team to come back and then, you know, somehow get to the ball and then pick it up, hand it off to this guy who's right by the tree, and then he gets thrown by the tree, and then somehow he's going to be in range for the touchdown, and then he makes it. So these amazing plays are still possible for the Halfling team. So Necromantic team didn't want to just go for it. Don't want to let the Halfling team just crawl right back in. I mean, you still have a Necromantic team that's playing against a Halfling team still, and you just play it strong, play it solid. Should be for the better, right? There we go. Nice arm value break. But boys, these arm value breaks not working out extremely well. And the Flesh Golem is actually going to just walk on through even. So going to continue to base up the trees. And that's kind of an odd thing to do here. The trees are going to get the bashes off and hit the Flesh Golem. But I guess Flesh Golems are going to try to base up the trees instead of zombies who've been just getting absolutely mangled by the trees, I guess. But yeah, and the chef is huge for the overtime format. You're right about that, because the rerolls does come into play for those kickoffs at the end. But I mean, Halflings got to get there in the first place, right? I mean, it's not every day that Halflings are going to continue to stay up 1-0 by the end of the first half after scoring it pretty quickly in the first half. Definitely not every day whatsoever. So Necromantic team getting stifled up there, but not a big deal. And there you go. Oh boy, and that's what I'm talking about. Basing up with the Flesh Golem there and gonna pay for it. KO on the Flesh Golem, in fact, and so gonna have to do this offensive possession without any Flesh Golems, and you need those guys to hold up the front line for you, because at least with the flesh golems, with the 4 strength, you usually can count on those guys to hold things up for you, and then make it to where your faster ghouls and faster werewolves may be able to come around this right or left side. But again, wizard in hand, ghoul, he has the ball at the moment, and there is a mighty blow glitch at the moment from Cyanide that the mighty blow actually activates for the armor value break and the injury break at this time. I don't know if they fixed that yet, so this could be very detrimental for an armor value 7 ball carrier that the lightning bolt's going to be used on him. Watch out for that, guys. March of the Ants all over again. Yeah, I know. Didn't learn from earlier Flesh Golem, and there you go, Alexhung. As you can hear, time is winding down. Actually, thinking for almost the whole 3-minute duration. I was thinking about probably the wizard usage by the Halfling team, but for right now, Halflings are going to be okay with this, and going to just put his Halflings to the background. We may see a opening here by this Halfling team, or might actually throw a Halfling in there. I don't know. 2 die blocks from everybody, holding up these trees, these zombies. I think that's definitely the better personnel for sure. It had to have been some type of just not a misplay, but from that Flesh Golem just continue to base up. I think it was more of a I'm not thinking about it, and let's just follow through. And then after he clicked it and was like, oops, kind of that deal. So it was definitely an oops by the Necromantic team basing up the Flesh Golem, I think. Either that or he really wanted to hold up these trees in the middle there, but I'm not exactly sure why. But there's a root there on the left side. That's gonna be great. Now you can just after the zombie getting hit there, you can just hang out. You can actually try to dodge away now. Yeah, now he does it, man. Yeah, well, better late than never, right, Wayne Fair? The werewolves will be paving the path here, and we'll be getting Ghoul up a little bit closer, and gonna get the KO, and that's gonna be great. Ghoul is moving up, and I don't see the wizard being used at this point in time. Might actually just save him for the overtime period. If anything, though, he's gonna have to maybe just bamboozle his way in there with some stunty halflings and get the blitz off, but not gonna be an everyday occurrence. Should see the blitz maybe by Zera, take down this werewolf, and then get his halflings surrounding up his ghoul, then make it extremely uncomfortable. No wizard usage as of yet. I think the Halfling team is like, well, I know the Necromantic team, I don't think he's going to score it, because if he does, then it will leave the Halfling team a lot of time on the clock for him to do something with it. And I can't believe it, but the Halfling team is playing some really great Blood Bowl at this point in time, keeping themselves in it, and just making this Necromantic team second guess just about all of his movements. And there's another armor value break, and can't afford that one. This might actually force the early touchdown. Now that white's out, you can't go back with your pool. Tree's back there as well, so where are you gonna go with it? The Halfling team might be able to open things up. Yeah, there we go. Open things up after giving a couple of Halfling teams his help in there. Oh, and the stab is gonna fail there. What a great moment for this Necromantic team. He should be able to score it, but boy, did we give the Halfling teams too much time on the clock now? Did we give this Halfling team too much time on the clock? Zera, she's gonna get blitzed first though. Defender down die with the claw hit, and gonna KO Zera, but KOs are not a big deal whatsoever for this Halfling team. Again, two Bloodweiser babes in hand, so Necromantic team is forced to score it. I can't believe it, but he is forced to score it on turn 12. So Halflings has a shot to win it, I dare say. but it's asking a lot. Oh, Zera comes back, but not the other teammate that's down with the KO. Yeah, the Halfling. Well, that's just a Halfling, so not a big deal. Loads of Halflings come in, so Zera, the more important piece, does come in. Boy, that's a bit lucky there. Garrett Twin Toes doesn't come up, but Zera does, and that's the key piece right here. Zera is absolutely holding up this team right now, and you can't get any more production out of her. I tell you what, Zera, my girl Slayer, she's doing it. But will it be enough? You still have Halflings on the pitch with you. And thankfully the Halflings does have a deep bench of Halflings, so not a big deal. Does have a full complement, but the Necromantic team, well, we can't really say the same about those guys. Perfect defense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 Necromantic team. Look at this. 3 injuries. 2 KOs continue to stay out. I mean, Halflings are out bashing the Necromantic team. What? The Necromantic team deserves not to get his golems back after hanging them out to dry against those treants. Yeah, I mean, definitely gonna be one that they're gonna regret later on after rewatching the match here. But I mean, still, I mean, I kind of understand the thinking there, because Flesh Golem or Zombie holding it up, I guess it kind of doesn't make a difference, because you would think that the Flesh Golem with armor value 9 might be able to hold up better than the Zombie. And he does have regeneration, so I guess maybe not a big deal. But still, yeah, you do it with the Zombies, right? And then if worst come to worst, then you do it with the Flesh Golem. But even then, do you really? There's the take root there by the treant. And now with turn 12 for the Halfling team. 5 turns left to play, still with the wizard in hand. Man, this is going very, very well, I'd have to say, for this Halfling team. Yeah, well, he does have 2 Blood Visor babes. Don't forget about that, Shatter Dice. Yeah, if the Golems had Blodge, maybe it'd be a better choice. But yeah, definitely stick to Zombies instead of the Flesh Golem. Please, for the love of God. Necros continue to play a little aggressive here. Gonna get the Zombies wrapping around the trees. And gonna continue to play a bit more solid. And this time, he's like, okay, I'm watching this Halfling now, guys. See that? So, after overstretching a little bit from the last time around, this time is not going to allow any bamboozlement by any of the Halflings in the front line. So this time watching out. So Halflings have, if anything, gotten into the brain of this Necromantic team's coach. I mean, that's the thing, right? This Blood Bowl game is part psychology, right? I mean, you think you got this game, you think it's going to be an easy win, but then suddenly you have to watch out for this Halfling, that Halfling, and if you don't get these injuries out in time, then treants are going to just bowl the way and get their own injuries. And look at this. More armor value breaks and more KOs done. So, huge hits everywhere. Treants doing their job. Zera, well, she's not done yet. She's going to get stabs in there, but going to fail that stab right there. But man, oh man, just a 5. Just needs to get an 8 on there. I think actually just needs to get a 7 with a +1 to the stab, but still, somebody tells me that there might be a bug on the +1 to Zera's stab against the undead team. And there's the hit there. Treants gets into business. Will get the stun off, and boy, too bad the Halfling team have all went, because that would have assuredly been a foul done on that werewolf. But next turn maybe. Oh yeah, with the ball and the wizard, Halflings are in a very good spot to win this game here. 3 more turns left to play, and Necromantic team has no numbers on the pitch either. I mean, Halflings actually outnumber the Necromantic team, and so at this point can only just stay back with this werewolf and wait for a throw. Wait for the Halflings to maybe just go potato or something like that. But I don't even think they need to. Just move with the rest of the team and then be alright. Here's the blitz tree. Gonna pave the way on the right side. 3-die block. Just gonna get pushed, but that's good enough. Should be able to open things up here. Zera should be able to get some kind of headway for this Halfling team. Plenty of turns left. Halfling has a whole bunch of opportunities to get this cage up. We'll be able to move in. Treant's going to continue to hold up the right side, or left side that is, and then we'll be able to move up. And Halflings are just biding his time now. 3 more turns left to play. Continue to have the wizard in hand. Necromantic team can only just hope in a prayer at this moment, I think. There's another route. Oh no. But at least it's going to be the Treant that is not necessarily going to be in position. Oh, KO. And this time around it's going to be the Treant going to be falling down. And oh, and the mighty blow hit on the arm value 8. Oh, on the arm value, it's just going to get the KO, but the got the 9 on that. That's okay. Still a KO on the 9, and will be going out himself. So KOs all around, and I guess that's a bit of a win for the Necromantic team. One less Treant to worry about, but boy, oh boy, got his own guy KO'd to boot. So kind of a tit for tat at that moment. Defender stumbles, and with the tackle, we'll be able to take down Zera. Oh, and there's the injury here. And Zera, the key piece, finally gonna go out. Larkstar. He's gonna continue to hold on strong to the apothecary even. Look at that. I almost was like, oh, use the apothecary on him, but no, not gonna use it on her. And gonna let her go. I guess doesn't need her to win this game, I guess. Win? Necromantic team? They're so much in trouble though. And more both down dice. And luckily does get the stun there and then get KO'd himself. But now that's one guy that's down on the pitch. Zombies with poor movement allowance. Only 4, so he's just gonna get up and then limp. So Halflings, 2 more turns left. He's out of the equation at this point. So only has to count on what, 4 guys left to get through. Halflings. Oh, he's hanging back. It looks like he's gonna count on the throw teammate. I don't know if I'd do this, but I suppose what are you gonna do, right? Go potato and get blitzed by the werewolf with frenzy and tackle? You can forget that. Oh, he's gonna get the Halflings out there, force the blitz here. So gonna force the blitz on that Halfling there and leave this cage pretty much alone, I think. Oh, he's gonna actually mark him up with the werewolf. Not gonna actually blitz him down here. So it's just hang back. What? No blitz? Well, okay, I guess he's gonna maybe blitz the cage then? No, it's gonna hang back. Okay. His guardian gets to throw teammates, so no blitz at all? What? Oh, there's the wizard. Gonna open things up and get the 3-die block. And oh man, no blitz here. Done. And Colt the Peacemaker is dead. Oh, what a big event here. Wizard gonna be used. Opening just a simple handoff, and it's GG's all the way around as long as he doesn't get 1 and 9. Really get 1 and 9 there. Oh no, he won't. And the Halflings walks it in for the touchdown. The Halflings. Oh yes, that's right. You can't apothecary star players. Sorry about that. That's right, I forgot about that. Good catch, Scum. So you can't apothecary star players. I totally forgot about that. But still, you don't need Zera when you still got the wizard. They hand off by the Halfling team. Oh, too easy. Doesn't even get 1 and 9. And the Halflings move on. Wow. The Halflings move on to the semi-finals? What? And truthfully, you could talk about the injuries, but really what you got to talk about the most is the Necromantic team getting out-blocked by the Halfling team 40 to 28. So right there is just the sheer numbers advantage on the blocks. And that right there was the difference. That was just all the difference in the world. Wow! Halflings move on. Semi-finals. I can't believe it. 2-1. But Halflings and Larkstar continues on and will face against the Chaos Dwarf team of Diome Lord. And I have to say, I am not expecting this whatsoever. I did not expect. I thought Crucifer would move on, and I thought Alexhung would move on, and so these picks were just totally wrong. Wow. I cannot believe that. Well, who says Tier 3 teams cannot make it deep into the playoffs? And they will be guaranteed at least 100 euros for playing a quote-unquote joke team. Larkstar proving that it's not about having jokes. It's about having tricks. It's about having trick-or-treats. Man, we'll face against the Chaos Dwarf team, and this is not as dangerous as Crucifer's Chaos Dwarf team, because no Mighty Blow and Stand Firm and all that other jazz on his Chaos Dwarves. Just gonna be just regular Chaos Dwarves with Guard and what, another guy with maybe Claw or something. They don't necessarily have a bunch of kill dwarves on the Chaos Dwarf team. That's kind of what I'm saying here. So Halfling team, you know, for the last 3 rounds, I've been picking against the Halflings, but you know what? No longer. I think for this match here, we're gonna pick the Halfling teams to win it. That's right, guys. We're gonna do it. Halflings, you got my vote for the next round. Yes! And 0 piling on for the Chaos Dwarves as well. So good choice there. I think. You haven't seen the Chaos Dwarf roster? I'll show the roster afterwards, but man, we're gonna do the Orc versus Kislev, and then I'll show the roster. But man, I tell you what, Halflings are proving it that they can definitely win if given a moment's opportunity, and Chaos Dwarves better watch out. You better not shout. Ready or not. Here comes the Chaos Dwarf team. Now that VG has voted for the Flings, they're gonna lose. Thanks.